Hello brew tubers, and welcome to the first brew day of 2021. How exciting. This time last year I think I was brewing my Old London Porter. This year I'm brewing my Olicana and Jester Pale Ale for the first brew of the year. So this is one I have done before. I think actually it was my first commercial sale, was this Jester and Olicana beer. I sold it to St Albans Beer Festival. And then the Watford Beer Festival in 2019. I haven't been overly happy with the recipe. It's one of those ones where sometimes it's tasting good, sometimes it's not, so I need to sort of try and make it a little bit more reliable. I think the idea is to try and make it taste a little sweeter and a little fruitier, so I'm going for a higher mash profile than I would normally. I'm going for 70-degree mash. Rather than I think a 67 I used last time I made this. So that should hopefully extract some more sweeter sugars. And going to reduce the hopping rate slightly and move the hops to later in the boil, just to hopefully add a little bit more fruitiness and reduce some of the bitterness. Because that's the problem I had with this beer, is that it tasted quite bitter and malty, if you know what I mean. It wasn't the fruity beer I wanted it to be, although I have brewed it and it has been fruity, so hopefully this will improve it. As you can see, I've got a nice handprint there. Oh dear. So yeah, hopefully this will improve it. So yeah, it's what was it now? Marisota, pale ale malt, amber malt and torrefied wheat. And then obviously hops, Jester and Olicana. Going to split this batch into two halves and stick it in two fermenters. Well, I have to anyway, but and I'll try two different yeasts on it. So I'll try my SO4, was it S4? I can't remember. SO4, the Saf Ale English Ale yeast, which I use as my sort of house yeast almost. So I'll be using that for one batch, and then I'll try a hop forward sort of yeast. I think I've got a West Coast IPA yeast strain or something like that. So I might give that a go. See if there's a noticeable difference between the two, so that'd be quite interesting. So yes, I've added all the water additions, you know, the calcium chloride and gypsum and Epsom salts. That additions have been made to both the mash thing, tongue, kettle, and the sparge hot liquor tank. Using my RO water. Yeah, following Brewfather, that's pretty much what I use to work out everything now, because it's easy and actually quite reliable. So yes, I'll show you the mash in, a 90-minute mash. So there we are, mashing away. I'll get the top metal screen on and get rid of that nut in the middle on the overflow pipe. Yeah, we're mashing away. So I've finished the mash, and just moving on to the sparge. Yes, simple enough, just big, that's the hot liquor tank, big jug, and yeah, just rinse the grains through with the hot liquor. Fill the jug up. The jug has been cleaned, of course. And pour it in. And that is the sparge. I'll carry on doing this until I reach the required level. So just coming up to the start of the boil with the trusty water spray bottle handy to stop any foam overs. So that is hop break sorted out. About half an hour for the first hop additions, which is Jester and Olicana in equal quantities. First hop addition, equal amounts of Jester and Olicana. So the last 15 minutes of the boil, in goes the second and final hop addition. Again, another equal amount of Jester and Olicana, and the Proto-Flock tablet as well. In it goes. Also you can see the chiller's already in there. So yeah, last few minutes left. So that is flame out. and switch the chiller on. Hopefully it doesn't leak everywhere. Perfect. And what else am I doing? Oh, it's recirculation. Lovely job. So let that cool down. Whilst that is cooling down, I'll prepare the fermenters. And yes, good job. Good brew day. So that is the end of brew day. The wort has been transferred to the 2 fermenters behind me. Yes, it was a good brew day. Got my gravity of 1.046, so 1 point above what I was aiming for, but you know, pretty bang on. Yes, all good, all good. Not sure if I collected the full volume I required though. One of the fermenters was significantly fuller than the other, so yes, we'll see about that. So yeah, the main fermenter, which has got the majority of the beer in, I've used the SO4 because that's the normal yeast strain I use for it, and the other yeast I'm trying is this Mangrove Jack's US West Coast yeast, which is a clean yeast, ideal for when you want the hop character to really punch through. So thought I'd try that, see what it's like. And obviously the Sapphire English Ale yeast, yeah, it's good yeast. It's my sort of go-to yeast, the SO4. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Hopefully I have collected 40 litres. As I said, yeah, one fermenter's probably got 23 litres and the other one's probably got 15 or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, a bit of a disparity there, but never mind. So, tidy up time. I'm just going to sort of get everything rinsed out. Oh, there is another thing as well. I did put some of the yeast in here, some of the wort in here to make a yeast starter. I think this is sort of like a Bretty Belgian ale yeast. So I want to try and see if I can cultivate that. I need to obviously put some sort of lid on there. Let's find some sort of lid. But yes, hopefully that will be quite interesting. Yeah, so it's a yeast strain from a bottle of this Tickle Brain Ale, which is beer has been matured for 6 months in the cask before being traditionally bottled on our truly vintage machinery. Tickle Brain, a bottle conditioned Abbey style beer. Yeah, so I think this might be quite an interesting yeast starter, so I'll give it a go, see what happens, and yes, I might try making sort of a Bretty Belgian version of the porter, just to see what it's like. I'm not sure yet, see if I can get a decent, obviously, starter, try the starter, see if it tastes any good, and yeah, go from there. Anyway, I'm going to finish off now, have a quick rinse of everything, have a proper tidy tomorrow, because I want to get a pina colada. Thank you very much for watching, and yes, I'll see you later for the next video, brew day video probably, whenever that will be. Probably Monday or Tuesday, something like that. Anyway, have a good one, bye bye.